Hey guys, Malu here. After watching and analyzing over 100 real-life scenarios caught on tape, we decided to go over all those videos, analyze them, and find for you the 8 most common scenarios in a street fight. We came to the conclusion that if you're gonna learn and master all those 8 scenarios, you have a high chance to be able to defend yourself in a real street fight. So after watching all those videos and analyzing them, we came to the conclusion that there is one scenario that is by far the most common scenario in a street fight, and those are punches. We're gonna call Leo and watch a couple of videos together and teach you guys how to defend yourself against punches. So let's watch together. So here we're seeing a scenario when 2 guys are in a gas station, and here he knocks out the guy, punch to the face. Right away, he falls to the ground. When a guy is abusing a woman on the street, caught on a security camera, and you can see how out of nowhere he is punching her to the face and she falls to the ground. Here we have another scenario caught in a street fight. There are 2 guys fighting, and those swinging punches to the face with one hand. A bouncer in a nightclub escape from one punch and goes knock out the guy. Another scenario caught in a security camera when out of nowhere there is a punch to the face and the person falls right away to the street, lose consciousness. And another one punch that brings the person to the ground, then he kicks him. So when we talk about punches, we can divide them to 3 categories. First one is a classic punch that comes all the way from back, swings to the face with one hand, sometimes hits the person, sometimes not, but is the punch that we usually see, the most common one on the street, boom, to the face. Second one are actually multiple attacks with one and then the second hand that goes quick to the face, and the third one is actually a punch that the person gets to the face and he's walking back, maybe putting his hands to cover his face, and the person again is continuing with 2 or 1 arm. So we're gonna teach you step by step each of these scenarios. Let's start with the first one, okay? So as we said, the swinging motions that comes to the face, which we always say that is way far the most common attack in a street fight. It also represents not just a punch. This motion could represent as well a slap. We'll see later on also a knife stab or a bottle of beer. So all those motions, those swinging motions that comes from the outside into the person's face are really, really common, as we said, and definitely represent more than punch. It can also be a hair grab, shirt, all those motions that comes to the person's upper body, okay? So what do we do against them when we see them? They come fast to the face, and if we don't do something quick enough, we might just get a knockout, as we see in our videos, and the person finishing on the ground, which we don't want to be on the ground. So, Leo, you're going to be attacking me, and we're going to show you step by step how to handle this scenario. So as you see, Leo is swinging his hands towards my face. I'm defending. From here, I can punch. I can go with a palm strike, and later on, I can also wrap the hand and continue with attacks in order to neutralize his hand. One more time, step by step. So as you guys can see in our videos as well, most cases, the person is not punching right away to the face like a professional boxer. These punches are really hard to see when out of a conversation, boom, there is a jab or a cross that goes direct, straight line to the face. Really hard to see, but definitely most cases, as we were able to see in most of the scenarios, the person tried to gather energy, which is the natural motion of a person trying to get as much momentum and energy as possible and drive it to the person's face. Even though we understand that if you want to attack another person for self-defense purposes, this attack takes long and easy to see, but it's definitely the most common one we see out there. So if you're seeing this kind of move instead of just, you know, covering your face and trying to face your back when we see a lot of people doing it, you actually have the time to react. When he's loading the punch, boom, just simply react with your own instincts. Human beings have almost all the same instincts. If I'm gonna attack Leo this way, pay attention, he's going to react that way. Boom, boom, boom. So in Krav Maga, we do not really teach you to defend. We're only telling you guys, please use your own natural motions first, because in a street fight, you don't have the time to think, well, what did I learn in my self-defense class? You're simply gonna have to use your instincts. Of course, you're gonna have to train on them, perfect them, and learn how to continue. So one more time, use your own instincts when you see this swinging motion to the face. Create a solid defense, 90-degree angle, open those fingers, and then you can continue with pump strikes or punches. What's important is also to create an angle, moving away from the punch, boom, and then continue with a defend, an attack, counter attack. And if you can neutralize the hand, even in the case in the second punch, whoa, neutralize, dive in, and from here, if he wants to give me another punch, this hand is already neutralized. Boom. So in this episode, we talked about the most common attack in a street fight, punches. We spoke about the part when there is a swing with one hand towards the face. We showed you how to defend yourself. We explained to you that if you're surprised with a punch, the only thing you have to do when you're surprised is simply defend with your own instincts and continue with counter attack, and later on, if possible, dive in order to neutralize and control the attacking hand. Thank you guys for joining our Krav Maga class. You guys can stay tuned and check out our Facebook and YouTube page and learn more Krav Maga tips and lessons. Thank you.